In this video, we will be showing you how to record a show that will play back automatically with Midi timecode or the internal clock. To record a show using external Midi timecode, which is also known as MTC, you're going to have to get a few things ready. The first thing you need is audio software that supports sending MTC. We don't endorse any specific software, but there are a lot of options out there. The next thing is to hook up the USB to Midi adapter that came with your console. Once your cable is hooked up, you can go into Setup and then select Midi Setting. Here, you will select the Midi channel you are using and put your Midi interface into slave mode. To get started, first press Show Record mode. The Enigma M4 has two modes you can select from, either external Midi or internal clock. Since we're all set to use Midi, we will select external Midi. You will notice that the console has now automatically selected macro. All recorded shows are called macro shows because they have time offsets and run automatically like a macro would. We will now select a location for our recorded show. We will use position 1. We have already created a few cues for our show and will operate them manually as soon as the music starts. So after pressing the red record button on the console, starting the music, and MTC for our software, we will run our cues in time with the music. When the song is finished, we can press the record button again to stop the recording as I have done, and then confirm to save. To play back our show, first select the show from the macro list. You will see a play icon appear at the top of the screen, indicating that the console is ready to play back a pre-recorded show. We can now press play on our external audio software to run the show. Once playback starts, you will see MTC running next to the play icon. When the song is finished, the macro button will turn off automatically. If you want to make changes to your show, you can go back into Show Record mode, select your show, and press the record button again. When you're done recording, you can choose if you want to overwrite the existing data or merge it in. Now, we can play back our show again and see our recent changes have been added. Now, if you've lost your Midi cable somewhere in your bedside drawer along with all those USB cables you thought you'd never need, we will show you how to record without using the cable or any external software. We will go back into Show Record mode and this time select Internal Clock. We'll select a location for our new recorded show by pressing 4, and then press the record button at the same time that you press your play button on your external music device. Then begin operating your cues manually, just like before, and use the record button again to stop. To play back, start playing music on your external music player, and at the same time, press the macro show button to start your show. If you fall asleep, like I often do after a good meal, and hit the button late, your entire show will be behind the music. The last things to mention about recording mode are that you can use show record mode to change the timing or to remove specific actions that you don't want by pressing on the action you want to remove and then pressing delete selected. Or push in the D encoder and adjust the trigger time using the encoder. Toggling edit mode will lock out changes and allow you to use the rewind, play, pause, and stop buttons during live playbacks.